This is just going to be a quick video about silkies and comfrey. So silkies come to it, they love comfrey. As you can see, they are just going ham on this stuff. I don't mind them eating the comfrey, but originally when I planted this comfrey, I thought we could use it into the compost tea recipe, and we still can. However, now that I've seen how much these chicks love comfrey, this whole bed will turn into a comfrey bed. Comfrey mixed with sunflower and maybe some other cover crops. I have nasturtiums in there right now and planted barley so the chicks can eat the barley while they're grazing on the comfrey, I guess. I think there's some other sunflowers in there as well. Mexican sunflower. I'm also using this bed as a grafting area. So in the back, there's some white sapote grafts that I've grafted, and this is also an area where all of the dragon fruit cuttings will be rooted. First they go into the garage, and then in a bucket of water after they've been trimmed from the base to support root growth. After a couple weeks in the garage, they're pretty warm and ready to get rooted. So I've done a lot to this back bed. Initially, when I first put the mulch in, I ended up putting chicken manure on the bottom, and I think after putting the chicken manure and fungal dominated compost tea, because this is a citrus tree, there's lots of oranges on here. So after I added that, I kept on adding more compost tea, and there's just a lot of biology in the soil. I haven't tested the soil. I might test the soil another time, but the silkies love this area here. And as you can see, they're digging around at the dirt, trying to find bugs. We did just order 5,000 worms, so we're gonna create a worm bin, and then I'll add the worms into here and create a couple hubs for the worms to go to. And this wire here, I can make a little home for each of the worm bins right here, and then the worms can go out and come back in, and then they can be feeding the chickens around the perimeter as well. I did want to put the other chicken coop over there in the corner here. So the chicken coop will go here, and the figs are here. That's fine. Eventually we'll transplant these into either the grow bags like these ones here or something else. I'm not sure. But anyways, comfrey, it's highly nutritious. You can use it for many things as a chop and drop. It's good for soil fertility. As comfrey breaks down, it literally turns black. So it's loaded with different vitamins, minerals. It's just really good about putting what's in the soil into the leaves and then allowing them to become absorbable nutrients for bacteria and your plants. And so there's a goal for this back bed here, and that's basically increasing the soil fertility significantly. In the back, I had the chicken coop back there, and it looks like some of the feed fell through, and then I ended up covering it and spraying like fish emulsion and seaweed extract with some molasses, and now it's sprouting the next day. So I think that's like 2 days worth, but that's a great way is to sprout barley for your chickens so they can have food to graze on. they don't always have to eat the grain itself. And it's funny because the chickens, they're eating the leaves, and they tend to only eat the outside of the leaves like this, and they won't eat the center stem. And what they also won't do, sorry about that. What they also won't do is they won't eat the center leaf. I'm not sure if there's some type of chemical or thing that the silkies don't like to do, but the center leaf is gonna be the one that is responsible for putting out new leaves, and the silkies are just eating the outside, so they're really not harming the plant. And so yeah, thanks for watching. I'll zoom in close here. There, as you can see, they don't eat that center leaf, they just let it be. And plants love to grow. If a human loses an arm, we can't regrow that arm, but plants love that. So they say if they get cut, they say I need to grow another arm, for example, as the arm was the leaf. These are a couple of silkies. We have names for them. So the one over here, that's Chico. That's Chico. This is Chicaret. And then we have these two. We're not sure. They're blue silkies. When we ordered them from Feather Lover Farms, the silkies were advertised as lavender. And so I wouldn't recommend, but we did get some lavender eggs soon. Got a dozen eggs on the way. We'll be hatching them in about 25 days. In 30 days, we'll have baby chicks. So stay tuned for silky videos on rare lavender true blue silkies. But these are one of my favorites. We also have this white sapote that's in the ground here. And there's a little tunnel area here that I can add mulch to. And the silkies can't get inside there. I don't want them to go inside there because there's osmocote. And I don't know, maybe the silkies, they won't eat the osmocote, but I don't want to take a chance. And they absolutely love being underneath the Suriname cherry tree. Recently, I've covered the beds with peat moss, trying to battle the grass. The corn is doing well. No mulberries right now. Trying to get this tree to fruit again. I might have to spray it because it can't just fruit all the time. I am considering planting this. Somebody who got some fig cuttings from me, or fig plants from me, actually said, he was like a bonsai grower, and said that if you put the pot in the ground, but keep the plant in the pot, then your mulberry tree can grow bigger. Like the trunk will get a lot bigger. And I don't necessarily need this trunk to get bigger, but if the root mass can increase, and then the tree can kind of explode that way. It feels like this tree is being restricted by the size of the pot. Regardless, the pot's pretty big. And this Pakistani mulberry, obviously, is planted in 2021, was from a branch about this big. So I took a cutting like this, put it in the ground, and 2024, I guess, coming up to 4 years now, it has a decent sized trunk. So kind of cool. Have different things growing on here. This one is cucumber. Those are the cherimoya seedlings that still need grafting. They're doing just fine. We have watermelon down here. I'm treating these leaves with effective microorganisms to help with the powdery mildew and I sprayed it this morning and took out these lower leaves here, which is totally fine. The plant will just do just fine without it. And then I stripped some of the flowers that I saw on here. So I really only want, for each stem for the watermelon, we only need one watermelon. And the amount of soil that's in here, it keeps on getting fertilizer and stuff. I am feeding it some foliar spray. And this one over here is a melon. And so we have one melon there, and trying to get some more flowers, green growth on this before we start letting more fruit set. But I did let one fruit set because I got a late start this year. So one set right here. If you guys know which variety this is, because I can't think of it off the top of my head, or my top of my melon. And then a little punny there. So the Suriname cherry, actually, I'm starting to feed it some fruit stimulating foods. And what I'm gonna do soon is cut this tree, the branches down here. I love how the silkies can just come down into here, and this is like their little chill out spot. Silkies are jungle animals, so they absolutely love being under here. But unfortunately, I'm gonna have to trim this tree because I do want to stimulate it to grow up. And I don't know, I kind of want it 6 feet high. I think it would look really nice from the backyard, walking through here, and then you can see the cherries right in front. You would also see some of the figs. So very interesting backyard. And then dragon fruit flowers. So, I guess it's gonna decide to open tonight. So the dragon fruit flowers are opening. And in fact, well, I guess we can pollinate that right now, right? Should we cross those two? I think we will. So I don't know, I guess I'll make another video here after this one, cross-pollinating. So at the end, I'll link the video down at the end of the video on the screen so you can watch. If you like what you see here, feel free to subscribe, like, share. I am trying to grow the channel. My goal by the end of the year is 10,000 subscribers. I'm almost at 2,000. I greatly appreciate everybody who's watched the shorts, and just wanted to make a long form content video showing you guys what's growing on. Until next time, hope you guys like what you see in the backyard garden. This is kind of the first year, and I've done a lot, but there's many more videos to show you, and I'm glad to share. So this is the gardening channel with Hot Potato. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.